This proves it is never too late to go after your dream career, even when you're close to retirement age.
And especially when that dream includes a legendary Chicago blues musician. Roz Varon is here to tell us more about Pat Quinn, Buddy Guy too, BuddyGuyRadio.com. That sounds exciting already.
It's so great.
When things just fall into place like this, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
But the way this all came about, I met Pat randomly at a concert last summer, and he started telling me about this online blues radio station he was putting together with Buddy Guy. I told him, if this happens, promise me I get to tell your story. Well, it happened, and here's his story.
Oh, yeah, baby. This is Mighty Quinn right here. You're listening to Buddy Guy's Radio Legends right here, BuddyGuyRadio.com.
Across oceans and time.
Pat Quinn had a dream of being on the radio all throughout high school and college until an advisor talked him out of it.
He was like, you think you're going to be the next big host and jock on the loop? It's not going to happen. I gave up on my dream.
But went on with his life, got married, raised a family, had a successful career in the mortgage industry, but kept his foot in the door as a weekend wedding DJ. At the age of 58, Pat went back to finish broadcasting school and start an online radio blues show. It was fate that turned a Buddy Guy concert into the beginning of BuddyGuyRadio.com.
If you've ever been to a Buddy show, he always talks about how they don't play the blues on the radio anymore. And without thinking, I yell out, "Hey, Buddy! Buddy, I play the blues!" He looks at me and he's like, "Who the F are you?" And I'm standing here with 2,000 people looking at me, and I'm like, "I'm nobody, but I do play the blues on the radio."
I invited him backstage and said, "Come backstage." You know, from that point, he was like, he got a radio station. After that, maybe him and my dad talked.
For somebody to come up and say, "Hey, man, you know, we might be ready for some of that stuff you're talking about, that old-fashioned radio where we can play everybody's music."
And that's kind of the point of us starting the internet station, is because technology is advancing and, you know, the platforms, radio isn't what it used to be. So we wanted to come up with something creative.
So I'm hoping me getting involved with the radio station will open someone's eyes and say, ain't nothing wrong with letting some young people know a little bit more about the blues musician and where it came from.
This is almost like a legacy.
This is something we talked about that he would be able to leave to his children and his grandkids.
The soft launch of BuddyGuyRadio.com was last month. The official launch will be within the next month or so at Buddy Guy's Legend. The most important thing that Buddy told me regarding this radio station is that it's free. It's not subscription.
Wow.
And they've got jazz, gospel, even rock music along with the blues, the music that he grew up with. Such a fun story.
Where can we find it?
Right.
BuddyGuyRadio.com. Just go
Right
online.
there. That's it.
Right there.
Right.
And you know, one of the other cool things while I was doing this story, can we see that picture?
Is that it
yeah.
there?
He signed my guitar.
Hey, oh nice,
That
Roz.
is cool.
Very
He
cool.
is such a nice man.
Yeah, oh,
He's
yeah, he
so
is.
nice.
It's great.
Yeah,
And
Chicago legend, no doubt.
Absolutely.
serendipity, too. Talk about following your dreams and what happens when you do. It was great, Roz.
BuddyGuyRadio.com.
Got it.
You got it.
Locking it in.